A girl in fear walks out of a basement. She steps out to take the big knife from the floor. Directly go to murder someone who is lying in bed. The frantic girl stabs that person many times. Then she runs away. In the end, what happens? If you want to find out, please join me with this movie. Nobody sleeps in the woods tonight. A postman delivers a letter. This is the farthest place he's ever gone. It's not easy cycling 50 kilometers to the log house in the woods. But in the house, there is a woman washing clothes. Absolutely, she hears no knocking sounds outside. At this time, behind the wooden door, someone is calling for help. Curious, he quickly goes to see what was wrong. But a curtain in front of him scares the postman again. Two boys with strange appearances are locked up. When he is about to save them, suddenly something pulls him to the ground. The story begins. Long ago, 3 people were living under this roof. A single mother with 2 young children has normal but content lives. Later on, something happens that changes everything. A tremendous explosion in the air. A meteor falls on their house. The 2 boys immediately run over to check it out. A bizarre-shaped meteorite smashes down into a big cave. They are mischievous and sneakily bring it home. Hides it under their bed. The meteorite discharges a black liquid. The boys are infected by this mysterious virus. Then there is a mutation. The next day, the mother goes to their room. Discovers that the 2 children aren't here. Instead, there is blood in the house. She curiously immediately follows the bloodstains, seeing her own sons turn into cannibal monsters. Get the dog of the family to devour. The frightened mother immediately takes the iron chain, locks the basement. But she is also not ruthless to look at her children die that way. She always feeds them a few animals. But over time, the mother still can't stand it. No one can manage 2 brothers who turn into devils. Time passes, up to 30 years later. A bus drives into the primeval forest. A group of students goes on a camping trip. Because for everyone to experience better this trip, they have to give their phones. Now each team consists of 5 people. Iza has picnic experience, responsibility to lead some people on the road. Very quickly, they head into the depths of the forest to go in. But not long ago, some people immediately discover the rotten deer body. Then weird things happen. Zosha hears footsteps recently. Suddenly, a strange hand appears from behind the tree. This makes literally her sweat cold. The team leader tells everyone, do not chicken out. Because in the forest often animals die like that. After that, a crowd of people follow in Iza's footsteps and continue on their way. Very quickly, the night comes, people surround the fire, begin to tell their own story. Suddenly a shadow passes by. Iza immediately takes the dry tree through it to check it out. Looking closely, it's just a mischievous little fox. In the middle of the night, Daniel cannot sleep. He defies everything to the edge of the lake to enjoy the night view. Actually, he even hides a phone. Right when he is about to watch a movie. Suddenly a stranger appears behind him. Slowly walking towards him, the scary cannibal grabs the sleeping bag. Packs him. To stop Daniel's scream, it immediately knocks him out. The next morning, Iza finds out that Daniel is nowhere to be found. No one knows which direction he's going. At this time, Zosha sensitively detects bloodstains on the tree. After that, people start searching in the forest. It isn't long before Iza discovers a strange wooden house. The whole house reveals a monstrous breath. Suddenly 3 people hear a sound from the wooden floor. There is another basement. They head down the stairs. Immediately a stench comes. Waiting for Zosha to calm down, Daniel's body is by her side. When they are about to run away, the cannibal returns. The 3 frightened people quickly run back to the basement. The chubby dude smells a stink that almost vomits on the spot. Now demons are on them. The 3 of them do not dare to make any sound. In danger, Iza sees a window beside. She removes it, lets Zosha and Julik climb first. But now the monster also sees her. She is too weak and obviously not its opponent. They only can hear Iza's carpet screaming. On the other side, 2 people, a man and a woman, talking by the river. Absolutely not knowing the danger has come. At this moment, another demon suddenly appears. Use an iron bar to take care of the girl. The frightened young man quickly flees. He sees a synagogue. He prays for help from a pastor. Who knows this pastor is not a good man either. The pastor knocks him out. Waiting for him to wake up, he is locked up. The pastor is a pervert. He likes to have an indescribable scene with the poor man. But at this moment, there is a strange sound from outside. While the pastor gets out to take a look, A tree is pushed upon the ground without letting the pastor react on time. The demon attacks him. The pastor's whole body is put in the mower, crushes like soy sauce. The young man in the chapel unravels the ropes. He hears a sound from outside, and takes a look out the window. Suddenly frightened by what is in front of him, he runs to the confession room directly to hide. But the cannibal arrives, he shakes, worries that it will see him. But it still smells his feet, odor. Then he is pulled out by it. On Zosha's side, she is still outside. Discuss a plan with Julik. The two decides to go inside, finds the phone on Daniel's body. Julik is always cowardly. But because of Zosha, this time he wants to become the man. Then he goes on his own to attract the demon's attention. Seeing coming out from the basement, Zosha crawls in. While she is searching, the demon turns its head in surprise. She runs away but is still captured by it. Seeing Zosha about to be in danger. At this point, Julik quickly arrives. But he is not an opponent of that demon. He is seriously injured, hardly breathing. Zosha quickly takes the phone to call for help. But when it's an important moment, the phone runs out of battery. Julik tells Zosha to kill him. Any way to die in the hands of the one you love, is also a kind of happiness. Finally, he lays in Zosha's arms, resting in pieces. She decides to avenge Julik. The cannibal has a full meal. It is sleeping. Zosha carefully runs away from the basement. She takes the large knife and slowly approaches it. Zosha keeps stabbing until it stops breathing. Then she runs frantically into the woods. Now she sees a police car. Zosha eventually sees a light shining in the darkness. The cop immediately drives her back to the station. But halfway there is a problem. The two of them seem to stab into something. The sheriff quickly gets out of the car to check things out. At this moment, Zosha discovers something is wrong. She quickly knocks on the glass door, signals danger to the man. But he doesn't aware of what happens. Then continue to go forward. It slowly crawls up from the ground. Zosha in the car falls into panic. When he realizes he's in danger. Then the demon swings his axe to cut him in half. Zosha, scares, quickly smashes the glass door. Runs from the back seat to the driver's seat. But the demon is behind steps to her. When it is dangerous, the car cannot start. That the demon's axe comes. Zosha panics, the car finally starts. She quickly presses on the gas, the remaining demon falls together. Then she drives, rolling over and over that demon. She finally escapes from that dreadful forest. Does everyone think it's over? Actually not yet. That night, there are two drunker walkings in the woods. But the two terrifyingly poisoned cannibals come back to life again. Actually, they are not dead. So another carnage awaits them. Okay, it's the end for today. Bye guys.